or this Mr. Johnson, Trouble Mind. I was just thinking, what's the five most important things you would tell the youngest member of their family that they would have to do to become successful in life, not in business, not in anything like that, just in life? What five things you would tell him they would have to do? I've heard so many different things. What was your five again, Bonnie?
Follow the Most High.
Most High. Giving
Don't
to. Wait a minute, I just want to give a little narrative after, like giving into religion to get that spiritual self. Go ahead, Bonnie.
Have faith in the Most High. Don't allow people you don't care about opinions affect you.
Don't let opinions affect you.
Store treasures for yourself in heaven.
Excuse me?
Store treasures for yourself in heaven.
Store treasures in heaven.
And last two. I can't remember my last two.
I gotta ask you a question. This is just me being newsy. Why would you store treasures in heaven if that's where all the treasures are anyway? Storing treasures? I'm just a little bit on that. I'm not making fun of it because you have a reason, and that's what I want to hear.
When a soldier goes to war and he gets calculated, right? He gets like, oh my gosh, man.
No, when a soldier go to war,
We're doing spiritual warfare and like all kind of stuff. And like,
and you know the
if I
captains.
help, it says in the scripture that if I help people, that it will come back to me and it's just like,
Oh, like that. That's what you mean, treasures. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Just trying to understand treasures. That's all right. Go ahead.
that's all.
Hey, look, believe me, I wasn't doing that to make fun. I really want to know because I want to see what people value and what would they think. Like if Anthony was coming up. How old are you, Anthony? 12 years old. And you had this big brother. Son, man, if I had something to pass on to you, and the five most important things that I would pass on to you that I think would give you how become the best person you could become. Not a wealthy person, that's a different question, but for just a good person, you know what I mean? You grow up happy. What would you tell them to do? And you said keep the Most High, make the Most High first, which I understand that most perfectly. And you want to take care of that part of yourself. And then what was the second one?
Don't allow people you don't care about opinion of you.
Don't let people you don't care about opinions
Affect you.
to affect you. You know, I understand that also because of your family. You know, you do care how your family think about you. At least a normal person would. You know. You got these people out here that don't care about themselves, let alone how somebody else care about them. And I'm not using that as a put down. I'm just using that as that's the way it is. Truth, the truth. You know what I'm saying? And he said, don't allow anyone outside the family opinion to affect you. I, I can understand that. You know, opinions like buttholes, everybody got one. Don't make them right, don't make them wrong. It's just that's their opinion. It doesn't have to rule you when you're in with your family because you're around them most of the time. Their opinions up there do follow you because even if you don't pay attention to them, you gonna pay attention to them. There's people that go around that don't care about. They live with people and they don't care about how they act towards them. Even if they do shit around, they don't feel comfortable. They can't come out and hang with everybody else because how can you hang with everybody else when everybody else is acting crazy towards you or looking at you like you crazy? Truth, the truth, the truth. You ain't gonna keep on bounding after people. And what was that last one?
Store treasures for yourself only.
Excuse me?
Store treasures.
Storage. Well, we just spoke on that one. Storing treasures, and I'm having me myself. I'm gonna pave the road, per se, with my good deeds. Like a Boy Scout, every day I do a good deed, so I can pay. I'm already a sin. I'm born in the sin. I'm a sinner on many fronts. If I go along with how the Bible has told me about how Adam and Eve is, and I'm a part of them because I know I'm from the tribe that raised up. My father raised us up in. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of his people. You feel me? And if I chose to call him this, that, or other, Rose could be her name. James could be his. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to put any lesser. I'm just saying so I don't offend nobody by the names I say. So I'm just trying to say anything other than that. I'm going to put him first. Because if I don't put him first, who do I have to lean on? Everybody needs somebody to lean on when they're in their worst despair. Or who's going to bring them back to themselves? Who's going to open up the line of communications to them themselves so you can sit up there and see you're wrong and get out of it? Or who's going to sit up there and allow you to waddle in it so you can walk around and say, oh, war is me, war is me. He's going to allow you to do all of that, but he's going to allow you to come out of that when you're ready. But you got to be ready. Because that's the choice he gives you. If you want to be there, you're going to be there. Watch, look around town. Look around people that want to be where they want to be. And people really don't have to be there. They don't have to do that. Look at people that act like they act. And you look around and say, you don't really have to do that. Now, what you can sit up there and see them as, man, you ain't got to act like that. They see it. And if they don't sit up there and say it to you then, later on, and their mind to mind, they just let they now know what an asshole is saying. That's just was me. True. You know what I mean? I don't try to be the best there is. I just try to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And if I happen to slip back into last week, well, there's banana peels all around us. I'm going to slip, you going to slip, we going to slip. Get back up. That's why you fall, to get back up. Just don't get upset in the banana peel. See, some people slip in a problem. That's the problem. When the banana peel you slip on is a problem. Getting the problem, they get so lost up in the problem, they forget that I can get back up and start back over. They just get lost in the problem. Oh, my problem, my problem, my problem. Love me, baby. She's crying all over the place. Little baby, I realized all you got to do is get up. You know what I'm saying? Get up. That's the hardest thing in the world to do because just realizing something that simple can help you be better at what you do. It's hard for us to do. I'm not saying that we weak, I'm just saying that we program. We program to be weak. And that's not a weakness, that's just a program. And if you sit up there and deprogram yourself, all you got is you left. Now you fill yourself up with something that's going to make you better than a program. Think about it. Now this ain't the Matrix. This is for real. Because if you sit back and look through the times and times and what you believed in times and time, if you listen to things like I listened to them, they're not the way it seemed when I was coming up. Even though I know things were different, I'm seeing things were different. And I got to rethink everything I do. No, I'm not rethinking as far as I'm concerned. I think I stayed on an even keel. I think I stayed right. Kept my mind right. I believed in my God, and my God led me right. I just feel sorry for those that didn't. That allowed a lot of other things to take them away. No, don't get me wrong. My trip's just like everybody else. I came back. The one thing about being a child of God, you can go astray, like the wayward son, but you're welcome back once you see the errors of your ways. And he's always there, welcome with open arms. You just come back and be better and continue to be better. That's the hardest thing for us to do. Stay on that trail because being better sometimes is boring as hell. Boring as hell, for real. Man, but that's why it's the right road. Because it's so boring. I know. And I'm telling you, if you got a chance not to get on that merry-go-round of life without a direction guide, and we all got to go through it. Sometimes listen to somebody tell you about the ride first. Maybe it may save you some aches and pains. You know what I'm saying? All right. I think I'm getting too deep. All right, late.